The NFL season is a week away. Win totals, record predictions are out, and here's the win total and record prediction for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And as you can see, they have the win total for the Steelers at 8.5, 8.5, and record prediction at 6-11, which I think is pretty low, for the Steelers. Even with that tough schedule and things, I think they will win a little bit more than 6 games. And what I think, they're taking into account, given that low win total, is what they seen throughout the preseason. You seen the offensive line has some struggles, the unknown from Russell Wilson as well. Couldn't track Russell Wilson in training camp due to the calf injury, limited play in the preseason. He had one game. The game he didn't play in the first one. Second one, he was sacked sometimes and things like that. Wasn't a good showing. But in the third one, bounced back, had a nice drive going down, on his drive, the only drive he was in, and led a team to a touchdown, hooked up with George Pickens on a nice pass showing a touch, so he did show some there, but limited, so you really don't know what you're getting from Russell Wilson. Is he bouncing back or what? You don't know. That's probably one thing. The offensive line, like I said, it wasn't a good showing throughout the preseason. Broderick Jones going through some struggles and things, some injuries. Saamala, went down, a couple weeks with him. Hopefully he doesn't suffer a setback and can get back into the lineup sooner rather than later, because they're going to need him on that offensive front, the line. And behind George Pickens, the wide receiver group, Roman Wilson, the guy they drafted, to come in and fill the role, in the wide receiver room. He went down with an injury. He should be back. Hopefully he's back, sooner rather than later, because behind George Pickens, you had Van Jefferson, Scotty Miller, Calvin Austin, and guys like that. You got your tight ends, Darnell Washington. Pat Freiermuth is probably going to take a step forward this year in the Arthur Smith offense to help the quarterbacks, play action and things like that. So those are the things I think that, when it comes to the 6 wins, 6-11, I think that's what, in my opinion, what they're looking at, the things that was presented, and just the unknown at the quarterback position as well. You got 2 quarterbacks you brought in, Fields. The book is still, you're still trying to see what's going on with him. Didn't really get too much of a showing with Fields. Like I said, first outing, had some mishaps with the exchange with Herbig there, miscommunication or whatever, how it goes. Came back, better game, second game, led the team to a scoring drive, just like Wilson in the third game. So he did have a lot of training camp working with the ones, getting some chemistry to do some things there. You seen, his passes, he was completing some nice passes and things like that, running ability. So, like I said, I still believe that the Steelers will win more than 6 games. I think that's pretty low. What do you guys think? 6-11, pretty accurate to you? Is the line that concerning, the quarterback play that concerning, the wide receiver room that concerning, the defense? If you look at the other side of the ball, the defensive line, Cam Hayward, injured last year. I think he'll be back better. Keanu Benton, he looks like a stud there. Ogunjobi, he was moving around this preseason, so it looks like he's ready to play. So the defense, the defensive line looks pretty intact. At the cornerback position, Joey Porter Jr., Dante Jackson on the other side. So far, so good with Dante Jackson. You didn't hear nothing bad. He's had a solid camp and things. So those look like your guys on the outside. Slot corner, Benny Bishop, who knows, maybe a guy that gets cut or they pick up, to try to fill that role. But Beanie Bishop was the guy until he got hurt, and then things kind of like went off the rails with Beanie Bishop. So you got your safeties, Minkah Fitzpatrick, the guy back there, KZ, Deshaun Elliott, brought him in from the Miami Dolphins, so the defense, looks pretty good. Middle linebackers, you can't forget those guys. I mean, Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt, we all know, but still got to mention. And in the middle, man, Peyton Wilson. I almost forgot about the guys in the middle. You got Peyton Wilson, Patrick Queen, Landon Roberts. However, they're going to mix up the shuffle, so it looks like Peyton Wilson, man, is going to be something. The guy could move, and he could be the cover guy for in the middle with the tight ends, because, the Steelers, that was something that they struggled with in the middle of the field with the tight ends and things like that. So with Peyton Wilson, he can looks like he can be able to fill that void there. So the middle looks like an upgrade, from what it was. And so the defense, not too concerning there, not too many, places you can look and say, hey, maybe that slot. But other than that, man, it looks like it's pretty decent. So it's just the offense. How many points would you average? And then it's Arthur Smith. How would the teams translate to his system? The Arthur Smith system. Had some success as an offensive coordinator in Tennessee, but that's in Tennessee. So we'll have to see in Pittsburgh, how things go. But the running game is a good running game. It's not Derrick Henry running game, but it's still a good running game with your two backs that you have. So hopefully, that thing will open up what Arthur Smith would like to do in his offense that he's bringing here to Steelers. So again, 6-11. What do you guys think about it? I think it's low. I do the 8.5. That's still below. That's still below 500 with the 17 games. You at least have to win 9 games or to be above 500. So predicting Mike Tomlin to have his first losing season with the win totals and the record is just way below. It's below there. So I don't think it's going to be that bad. Like I said, with everything that I've said, I still don't believe it's going to be that bad. I believe Mike Tomlin is going to have the guys ready. Whoever's going to suit up and line up and play and get out there, I think Mike Tomlin's going to have them ready, and the guys are going to be fired up and ready to play, man. So we're just going to have to see, very interesting record prediction, I would say. But that's why you play the game, man. It's just a prediction. Doesn't mean it's extra stone. And that's just something for the Steelers. I know they look at these things and, kind of say, hey, we could prove you wrong. And we'll just have to see what happens. We're a week away from the NFL regular season, man. It's finally here, so it's time to get the jerseys out and all that good stuff, man, and the fantasy and all that good stuff. Football is back in full effect. So Steelers win total 8.5. Record prediction 6-11. We'll just have to see how it goes. I say it's low, but we'll just see. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.